So I'm going to get a lot of hate for this video, and that's fine. Whenever you watch a person's video and then you subscribe to their YouTube channel based on that video, you have made a form of unspoken contract. I like this video that this person made. So long as they continue to make stuff like this, I will continue to follow them and support them. This video you're watching is far different than most of the content I make. So if you choose to unsubscribe to me or choose to never support me simply because of this video, you have every right to do so. It's the whole point of content creation. You follow people who make content that you like. That's the point. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, if you are still here and you still choose to support me for the other content, even despite this, honestly, thank you. Like, it truly is like impressive, and I really appreciate you for that. This is the part of the video where I will go ahead and say that for the first 24 hours, I will be doing a video reply to each and every person's comment, only for the first 24 hours. If you have not watched this video all the way through, and it shows in your comment, I don't have any reason to reply to you. I will only reply to the people who have watched this video all the way through and choose to have a comment regardless. That's the ones I will reply to. Thank you. Back to the video. Now you're probably wondering, who's this random guy and why does he have anything to say about any of this? I too was an immigrant. I fled a country that had a civil war. I was to the point where they were recruiting child soldiers, and I was going to be one of those people. And I fled that country. I have been a refugee several times in my life. I came to the United States seeking a better education to better educate myself because, well, as bad as the United States education system is, it's far better than a lot of third world countries, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? First things first, let's go ahead and get to the reason why I've decided to make this video. I saw a few content creators making content and using their platform to promote an idea that I didn't like. The whole thought process was, fuck ICE. That idea, I don't mind. I actually kind of like that idea, okay? Now, here is where things got a little bit odd. Certain of these content creators happen to be One Piece content creators. And they said, if you like One Piece, if you read or watch One Piece, you should be against ICE and against the whole idea of deporting illegal immigrants. That's where things got a little bit odd for me, because that is very disingenuous and also honestly dishonest. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The question that's on everybody's mind as you're watching this, does he support ICE? No, I do not. They have taken very extreme measures to do things, and do those measures have results? I don't know. I generally don't know. I'm not the guy who's going to say yes it does or yes it doesn't. I don't know. All I know is that they've taken extreme measures to do things, and like any nuanced thing in the world, I agree with some things and I disagree with some things. It's how life works. Now, why do I think it's disingenuous to say that if you like One Piece, you should be against illegal immigrants and ICE and all these things? Because that's just not simply how literature works, or specifically One Piece. You are reading the story of a pirate going against the world government. In this story, the world government is a bad set of people ruled by demonic looking people. Literally, it's you can't paint it in any positive way unless Oda goes later on to say, oh, by the way, there is some sad backstory to Emu. Right now, as the time of me recording this video, he is very clearly a bad person and there is no justification for anything that Emu does. Now, here's the issue when you try to take One Piece too literal. If I were to say, and whatever country you're watching this from, that's fine. Use that country, for example. If I were to say, I am going to go against my country's government and be a pirate and go against the government, by all standards of measurement, you are one of two things. Either a revolutionary or a terrorist. And the only way to decide the real difference between the two is what side of history you're on. What I'm here to do it suggests one simple thing: free thinking. Simple as that. I just want you guys to think freely for an instance. Luffy goes into a country and fights the oppressive forces that are in that country, so long as it benefits his agenda. Genuinely. If that was if that wasn't the case, he would go to every country in freedom, but that's not the point. He goes to countries so long as it benefits his narrative in the moment, he frees them. Otama with the whole Ace thing and feeding him, and I could go on with several countries, Alabasta, Vivi, all that stuff. So long as it benefits him, he does it. Another thing we also notice about Luffy and the Straw Hats: they don't interfere with nation borders, so to say. Now, this is where you might say I'm wrong, and maybe I am. And if I am, I would honestly like to be educated on the matter. In this part of the video, I'm going to use the country of Wano, the island of Wano, for instance. The island of Wano Kuni was once led by Kazuki Oden, who wanted to open the borders of Wano. That did not go into fruition, as the story goes. And later on, Wano was oppressed by foreigners who came into the country and ruined it, obviously with the help of some of its citizens. Luffy went into that country and defeated the foreigners and did not interfere with how the borders of Wano should be run. He left it to the citizens and the leaders and appointed leaders to decide how that should be run. He did not go and interfere with that. Same situation with Alabasta. He left it to the appointed leaders to decide all of that. Because at the end of the day, Luffy keeps away from all of that political spot, even though he is a political character in the world of One Piece. It's strange how Luffy works. The point I'm saying is, whether or not you choose to support ICE or immigration or any of that stuff is entirely up to you. No one should tell you that simply because you like a show, or simply because, sorry, that was a bus that just passed by. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Anyways, no one should tell you that whether or not you like a show like One Piece should determine how you feel about real world situations, okay? Now, there are a few scenarios to this where it's a bit nuanced. Let's take Nepal, for example. I am not Nepali, and I have never lived in Nepal, nor have I ever visited Nepal, so I do not know the intrinsics of what happened in Nepal, and I'm not claiming to know. All I am stating is what I saw on social media like everybody else. They use a One Piece flag as a symbol of revolution against the oppressive government in Nepal. That's cool. That's typically how One Piece happens, revolutionaries against the government. Yeah, cool. That does not state simply because you like One Piece, you have to be against immigration or be for it. You have every right as an individual to be a free thinker. Just like the way Vegapunk and just like the way Luffy stands out for, you have every right to be a free thinker. That's simply all I wanted to state in this video. And yeah, I could get hate for this video, but all I'm saying is that anyone who tells you that you should hate a specific thing simply because you like One Piece is not being honest with you, and that's simply it. And yeah, if I get hate for this video, I get hate for this video. Simple as that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you feel like commenting, go ahead and comment. And for the first 24 hours, I will reply to each and every one of you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Stay classy.